welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thanks so much for being here for the first time. For those of you who are returning, thank you for coming back to watch another one of my readings. If you've been getting your guidance, it's been helping you, it's been inspiring you, motivating you, getting you going, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like this video if it's been helping you. My messages, my readings have been helping you, even though I'm telling you what you need to hear as opposed to what you want to hear. I would appreciate more support for this channel so that these videos get more seen and that the truth gets out there. We're all warriors of light and truth, everyone. And those of you who are my Capella members, thank you. I love you guys. I love you, I love you, I love you. Anyway, don't forget, if you're a Capella member of mine, we're having the live reading Wednesday night, 9:30 p.m. If you're interested in joining my live reading Wednesday night, April 12th at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can sign up for a 7-day free trial and join in on what I used to do for my lives on YouTube. All right, so we're going to look into the end of April, Pisces. What you need to be cognizant of, what energies are surrounding you for the month, what you need to know. Whatever comes out, comes out. All right, whatever spirit really wants you guys to hear the most. Holy shit. Okay, I was not expecting that. Expect the unexpected is what I heard. Ah, fuck. Me. Twice. What the hell was that, Jess? My guys, they're already getting me rolling here. I have to make this, because I always meditate and pray before I do my readings. I would like for everyone to have an open heart, open mind when I do these readings. If you watched me before, I am not the unicorn puppy reader. I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. This is for your evolution of the soul and your spiritual growth, okay? This is to get you to where you need to be. And sometimes the truth hurts, but trust me, at the end of the day, you will be in a state of bliss and peace that is unheard of. That is the end goal here, all right? So, I pray that you receive these messages with open heart, open mind. We have the 7 of Pentacles, all right? And I was saying something because the bottom of the deck is the 2 of Cups. Okay, I was not expecting these because I was feeling a little bit of a different energy, but it might have been for one person. So, all right, we've got growth here. We have, I'm hearing something exponential. There's something about at the end of April, and remember, there are usually 2 groups or 3 groups sometimes when I do these readings. You have to be honest with where you are at, okay? If this is not really fitting your story, check your other placements, because you're not just about your Pisces sun if you are a Pisces sun, right? Other placements, especially with the astrology, will be resonating with you more, and you will be able to get more of what you need to hear as opposed to some of the other signs, okay? So I want to mention that. So I'm getting further for one group here. You've really grown a lot. You've understood that money isn't everything, because 7 of Pentacles also talks about as you spend some time with yourself and you're learning and you're growing, you start to see, as you're visualizing, you're watching your seeds grow, and you're starting to say, wow, look at all the hard work I put into this, and look what I'm able to, look what comes up out of the ground, okay? It's like a sense of awe and a sense of wonder, especially when you're being patient. When you are just watering your garden, this is also your internal garden. You are looking at what you are able to achieve, what it is that you have the potential to grow, the potential to become, all right? But that comes with time. Patience is a virtue with the 7 of Pentacles. And some of you have been looking at things like when you slow down, and you're patient, and you're starting to water the seeds. That's also the things that you are wanting to manifest, but also what it is internal to you, your spiritual growth, your personal growth. And you start looking at things differently, right? You start looking at the world in a different light, and you say, you know what? I don't need all of these material things. I don't need these relationships. I don't need this job. I don't need this title. I don't need this whatever. You start to realize what is of value when you are in the 7 of Pentacles energy. And it's kind of funny because I never read it this way before. But what's also interesting is that there's a palm tree here. So there's something about working towards moving somewhere where it's warmer, or maybe where you are there, you're living in where there are a lot of palm trees. Maybe you're in Florida, California, or something like that. But it's kind of like water. The grass is greener where you are at. Now, there can be some instances where the grass might be greener on the other side. It depends on your perspective. However, when you are in a situation where you're dealing with friendships, or you're dealing with relationships where there's codependencies, or there's a mistrust, or there's a misalignment, you're like, okay, either I move away from this or I water the garden that I'm in right now. Okay? Because sometimes when you jump the fence and you're like, no, I gotta leave the situation now, like this is the worst thing ever, I have to go, I can't deal with it, and you bail, but God hasn't told you to move, God hasn't told you to do anything, you shoot yourself in the foot sometimes because you didn't look at it differently, and you're not watering it where you are currently. Now it depends, right? If you know you got to get out of a situation and you've done everything that you could, and God's like, okay, I need you to see that this is better over here for you, then you do it. This is going to be a huge test of trusting your intuition at the end of the month, for end of April, Pisces. But this is more so when you start to reevaluate what is important in life. You start to plant the seeds that are going to grow flowers and fruit as opposed to the weeds. Or you start looking at your internal garden, you start plucking out the weeds, and you start saying, why am I planting things that are not in an area that is infertile? Why am I trying to plant a seed in the desert? Right? Why am I trying to grow an apple tree in the desert? Something like that. And then you say to yourself, I either got to make this desert into a lush area, or I got to move myself from this desert. Or start planting or maybe you're planting succulents that can actually thrive in the desert. You see what I mean? It's looking at it from a different perspective. It's like, what can I grow here? What do I have to understand that I can't? But then even in those harsh conditions, even whatever situation you're in, you're still able to grow from it. Whether it's barren or it's not. But then it's also understanding that no matter what, you start with tending to your inner garden with the Seven of Pentacles. I got to water this. I got to add more fertilizer. I got to add more soil. I have to add more light. This is not about you getting Miracle Grow and throwing that onto your seeds and like, I got to make this grow faster than it's supposed to. Nature, I always get this with the Lao Tzu quote, nature doesn't hurry, yet everything is accomplished. God is having you to slow down. Now, some of you have already been doing this. Others of you need to slow down and start really looking at life as to what is really of value. And for some of you, you're starting to realize, I don't need that education. I don't need that degree. I don't need that job. I don't need that relationship. I don't need to be in this place anymore. Or it's like you're being in a place where it's like it's not working out for me. Like, let me see what I can do to that it can work out for me. There's so much coming through, guys. I can't even articulate it fast enough. Or in a coherent manner. And some of you are realizing, I got to do the inner work. I got to tend to my garden. I got to focus on my happiness. Money isn't going to make me happy. Relationships aren't going to make me happy. This title, this job isn't going to make me happy. What am I going to do to be happy with where I'm at? What am I going to do to grow from this situation so that you become that tree bearing fruit? It's like reaping the harvest of the Seven of Pentacles. But God will only give that harvest to you, the rewards for your work, when you're doing the work on yourself. You're investing in yourself. You're investing in your personal growth. Some of you, for the end of April, you're being asked to start investing more time, money, energies. For some of you, it's literally money on your personal growth. Because I've been getting this message for a lot of people. where you're worried about the money. Like, do I really pay for that to help with my personal growth? Do I work with that teacher, that mentor, that reader, whatever? Am I really going to get something out of it? You will definitely get something out of it over time. Because if you're putting that money towards eating better, working with a spiritual mentor, working with a counselor, working with, a coach or something like that, that money's got to stretch. But what's happening is God is seeing you're putting that money, that time, that energy into you, to water your garden, to help you grow, with working with somebody who's going to be there for you to help you to grow. But you've got to do your work, right? You will see how over time you're going to build a stronger trunk, like that oak tree, like I talk about. You're not meant to be a palm tree, guys. Now, here's the thing, though. If you look at palm trees, when they go through hurricanes, you rarely see them blow away. They're very hardy trees. No matter what winds blow against you, no matter what comes at you, you can have debris coming at you with that hurricane, with that storm, and you are going to still stay standing. But that's because you have spent the time in yourself to grow. You put the money in to work with somebody, to I don't know, taking a yoga class, getting a gym membership. It could be whatever, all right? Into yourself. Because God's pruning you. He's refining you. Because after the Seven of Pentacles is the Eight. You start to realize, reevaluate what is more important. And this is about you being more important. Some of you want love. You want to be, attract like-minded people. People who will understand you. They will get you. But some of you may not be attracting people like that. You may be codependent. I need friends, but even if they suck, I need that job, even though I need the money, but I hate the job. You see what that happen, where that gets you? You're putting yourself into negative energy, and you're falling into that hole with those people, with that job, with that lower vibrational energy. There's no growth there if you're being clingy with someone or something. You're being codependent with someone and something. I need this thing to make it better. This is what's going to make me feel better. This is what's going to help me to grow. Not if it's lower vibrational. It impedes your growth. It impedes you getting the abundance that you are due. So for some of you, this is something about codependencies with relationships. This could even be about you coming into union with your person. Okay? I want that love. I want that friendship. I want to be best friends and lovers with my person and blah, 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 blah. But if you're not in alignment and you're not putting in the work, and I mean, this is an ongoing thing. You can't just do the work for 1 week and take off for another year. It's not how it works. No matter how hard it gets, you got to put in the effort. And even when you're not physically doing the work, you're still growing when you're dealing with certain experiences. Because even when you're resting, when you're taking a pause, when you're taking a break, you're still working. But you're still becoming that strong palm tree or the oak tree where when push comes to shove, and when the devil or other people want to try to take your harvest away from you, your abundance, you're not going to budge. And you're not going to give up, because this is the perseverance card. It's to keep going. Nope. God's building me to be resilient, to be strong. He's building me to be this palm tree, so when the hurricane comes in, I'm not fucking blowing over. It's refinement. It's pruning. It's spiritual growth. It's personal growth. It's you building that strong inner core so that no matter what the hell happens, you're not going anywhere. You're staying on course, and you're staying on that path knowing that you're going to be rewarded for that hard work that you're putting in. Whether it's with business, your projects, relationships, whatever. But this is more so about you. Because when you are strong, standing in that ground, the closer you get to your harvest, to your abundance, so many things are going to try to take it from you. And so many things are going to start to happen where it makes you want to bail. Nah, I can't deal with it. Nope, nope, and nope. and where God is having you to prepare yourself for the harvest, for the blessings, the big, massive, happy changes, you run the risk of not attracting that, being where you are, because you're jumping and you're bailing because you're not strong enough to withstand those winds. You're not strong enough to withstand those monkey wrenches or the opposition. Okay? It's all about personal growth here, but you've got to invest time, money, energy into yourself first and foremost. Self-care is going to be very important. And again, if you're needing to get help, if you have found people who are like part of a soul tribe, or people who get you, like they're on the same level, you want those people in your corner. You don't want people to be bringing you down and getting you in the opposite direction, where they're bogging you down, where you're regressing, okay? Where you're not growing. It's like you stop watering the plant, you stop fertilizing it, you stop giving it sunlight. What does it do? It dies. Okay, it's almost like a soul death that's happening for some of you by going backwards because of friendships that you're around, people you know you should not be around, and they're stunting your growth. It could be jobs, it could be anything. You may be looking to these people to help support you when they're lower vibrational. Ain't gonna happen. These people are impeding your growth. So some of these people need to be let go. You got to do the work on your own. Yes, you can have coaches. Yes, you can have teachers. You can have other people to get you, to help you. But at the end of the day, you have to be the one to do the work. Investing in you and putting aside the things that are not in alignment with your higher self, that are not in alignment with your mission work, they're not in alignment with who you're supposed to be. And there is somebody here who's starting to realize over time, you spent a lot of time alone, you spend a lot of time really reevaluating things. You said to yourself, yeah, I've got a harvest, I'm making money, I feel pretty good about things. But you're starting to realize there's more to life than money. There's more than life to life than titles, than jobs, than shitty friendships. There's more to life than just friendships. There's love here. It's having a best friend and a lover. You've got the best of both worlds with that, but that's what someone who gets you, they're on your level, you're on the same page, you see eye to eye. Usually with the Two of Cups, they're looking at each other. They're the same height. Then you may not be the same height with your person, but you get my point. The same height, the same level vibrationally. This is when both people are vibrating at the violet flame level. It's coming in so fast, guys, I can't even keep up. You're vibrating at the violet flame level. You're both at the same frequency because you found what fulfills you. You found your holy grail. It's when you do the work on you. Okay, I got to do me. I got to find what makes me happy. I got to find what makes me fulfilled. All this other bullshit does not make me fulfilled. I got to find that on my own. This is when you get your cup after going on the quest for the holy grail. It's kind of like the Knight of Cups energy. And then you attract like-minded people. You attract more harmonious relationships. You attract people who see things the way you do. And then you have that soul tribe. But this is also a partner. Could be a business partnership. Could be your counterpart. Could be your counterpart becoming your business partner. You see things the same. But that's only if you've invested time, money, and energy into your personal growth here. And you start to realize what is really important. You don't just want the love, Pisces. You want somebody to be supportive. To be there for you when shit hits the fan. To be understanding, to be unconditionally loving, to be forgiving. Okay? And some of you, you're realizing this. If if you want people who are going to be there for you thick and thin, and they're not belittling you, they're not berating you, they're not dragging you down, they're not impeding with your self-growth, they're adding the sunlight to what you're doing, they're adding more fertilizer, they're adding more water, they're adding to it, not taking away from what you're working so hard on. Those are the people that you want in your corner, Pisces. I keep like punching my fist for whatever reason. It's like some of you, you've got to understand that it's all about your vibration. Like attracts like. If you're not working on yourself and you're being clingy and codependent, enabling unhealthy attachments to people, to things, to jobs, where it's bringing you down, not rising you up, you need to let go of these people, things, jobs, relationships, money, whatever this is. You won't attract those like-minded people. You won't attract those people who are true friends, and the true friends will tell you to your face the truth. As difficult as it may be for your friend or these people to do it, it's even your partner, okay? It's like my divine counterpart was telling me the cold hard truth about stuff. I'm like, oh shit. He saw right through me. Just like I saw right through him. Enabling unhealthy attachments. I was like trying to be, I was like this puppy dog with the romance and I want love in my life. I want like a boyfriend. I want like a whatever, this, and that. I was not in the vibration to attract the love that God wanted me to have, and that's the agape. This is unconditional love between two people, whether it's romantic or not. But the unconditional love has to be there first for yourself and for other people. But you attracting people who are going to help you grow. And the Two of Cups indicates that these people, they love themselves enough that they will be honest with you to the point where, well, if it doesn't work out or if they walk away or I lose them, okay, fine. What's meant for you is meant for you. If it's meant to come back, they will come back, right? If you love them, let them go. And sometimes people will love you and let you go. You will love them and let them go because it's for your highest good. You're trying to set an example to help these people to grow, to do the work on their own. They find their fulfillment, their rewards, their harvest on their own by being that vibrational energy to attract that stuff. It's also kind of like, I'm looking at this card. One's a different color than the other, right? Some of you may be very different, but you are the same when it comes to the heart. It's kind of like that with those twin flame relationships, right? Different backgrounds, different races, different ways of upbringing, different ways of viewing the world at some point. But then, even though you are very different, you are the complement to the other, the yin and the yang. If you look at the yin and the yang, okay, because this is duality right here. The yin and the yang, the black and the white, they don't mix together, do they? They complement one another. It doesn't create a gray. You stay black, you stay white. I'm not talking about color here. I'm talking about the yin yang symbol, first of all. You stay true to who you are, because this is also authenticity within oneself. But you both complement each other, because whatever one is lacking, the other one has, and then vice versa. But it's also about you staying true to yourselves. You each find what brings you happiness, but you merge together to augment that happiness, to augment that vibration. And it becomes more powerful. This is interdependent of your person, of a connection. But you come together because then you start to see the alignment of the heart space, of the vibration. Okay? You're not here to get completely lost in each other. Oh my God, like I can't find myself. You can still get lost into one another, but still be who you really are and not lose yourself in the moment. Eminem's coming in here, okay? But this is not losing your complete self when you're in these relationships. So there's also an energy here where you're going to be greatly rewarded by understanding what is really important in your life. And that's having like-minded friends, having love, somebody who's there for you, and they will tell the truth to your face. They will understand that love is above everything else and not money. They will be there to be in your corner, and if they have to tell you the cold hard truth, they will tell you. Those are the people who truly unconditionally love you, because they're not fucking afraid of telling you as it is, which is why I do what I do. I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, because I'm coming from a agape level. I'm coming from unconditional love. And if I'm guiding you to be somewhere. And again, this is not me talking. It's my guides, and they're warriors. They're not these cherubs who go around shooting arrows in people's asses, you know? They've got spears and swords and shit. They will tell you what you need to hear. That's why they're coming through me this way, because they want you to have this. They want you to have abundance. They want you to have those rewards. They want you to reap in the harvest for all the hard work that you've put in. But you've got to be in alignment with it, and you've got to do the hard work, and you have to be patient. Okay? God knows it's been trials and tribulations for me these past 7 years. And some of you have been doing this for 7 years. And it gets tiring. And it's like, man, when am I going to see the fruit? But remember, even like with farmers, it takes a long time before you bear the fruit. And you want it to be ripe. You don't want to jump the gun. Oh yeah, this apple's ready. And you bite into it. It's like, oh God, no, it's not. God wants you to be accomplished. He wants you to be refined. He wants you to be pruned, to be prepared. Not only for this massive wealth that some of you are getting, or this harvest that you're receiving, but for this love of a lifetime with this Two of Cups. It takes a while to reach this, because a lot of healing has to be done. This is my 7 years patience time. Some of you won't reap your abundance or rewards or whatever until 7 years or later. And I don't like looking at years, because God's like reminding me. God doesn't know what 7 years are, but to you people, you may be thinking, are you kidding me, 7 years? But look, I've been in my connection with my person. I've been doing my spiritual growth stuff, my awakening stuff, my work for more than 7 years. I'm getting closer to hitting the 8th year mark. And yeah, I sometimes get, my 3D self kicks in. It's like, man, God, like I've been doing this for forever. Why does it seem like people are getting ahead of me? Why does it seem like people are getting their abundance and their whatever before me? That's because God has something way bigger than what you're looking at these other people who are getting. Right? To have these massive blessings and to have this type of relationship with someone, it takes freaking work. But you've got to invest in you. Period. Nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's going to do your work. You have to do it. You will have people to cheer you on, to add to your growth, but you've got to be the one to do the work. And it's grueling. You got to get your hands dirty. Like if you're looking at this as a farmer card, that apple tree's not just going to sprout up like it's like an inflatable apple tree. Okay, let me put some air in it. Oh, look, I have my inflatable palm tree. Maybe I'm seeing something about an inflatable palm tree for a pool raft for whatever reason. It doesn't work that way. Patience is going to be required here. You want this true love? You want this soul connection? You know, you want that union with somebody? You better put in the hard work. You better get your hands fucking dirty, and you're going to be dealing with some shit. You're going to be putting your hands into that dirt. There's going to be bugs crawling around you. Maybe you run into a snake. Oh, that's interesting. Garden snakes. Garden of Eden. You will have things crawling on you. You will have that garden snake trying to come up, trying to bite your heel, trying to take you from what it is that you're working so hard for. If you don't have that spiritual strength, everything will go by the wayside. If you try to like yank yourself out before the time is right, you're prolonging your abundance or whatever it is that you're working so hard for. This is why over time, God does his greatest work in solitude. You do your greatest work when you're just taking it day by day, staying in the present moment and working hard on yourself. Because what's coming for a lot of you is bigger than you can imagine. And as I talk about putting your hand in that dirt, I got to get dirty, right? We all know that the seeds go into the ground first. We have no freaking clue what's going on underneath that. We don't see it. But it's so easy for us to kind of understand that concept, right? Okay, yeah, we know that when we plant a seed, flowers are going to come out. It's going to be a little sprout. It's going to be a little bud. We learn that through school, science, YouTube, whatever. But when it comes to us, we don't see it that way. When God's planting us into the ground, God's like, let me see what you can grow from this. You got to merge that darkness, right? But there's still light shining. There's still water coming through that soil to nourish the seed. You're being asked to start nourishing that seed. And for some of you who have been doing this, it's been a long time coming for you, because some of you, I'm getting it very strongly. And every time I get 7 cards, especially 7 of Pentacles, you've been in this for 7 years, according to human years. And over that period of time, you started to realize there's more to life than just this physical world. I want a companion. I just don't want to have strong chemistry and passion and hot sex with somebody. I want soul connection with the passion. I want a lover and a best friend. I want someone who's going to tell me like it is. They see eye to eye, like, I'm looking at you, look at me. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be straight up. But when somebody is that bold and brave to tell you that stuff, they are invested in you. I'm going to cry. Because they see your potential. They see that you can become the so-called oak tree, the so-called palm tree. They know that you're stronger than what you think you are. And people who do anything but are not your friends. They're not there for you. They can't tell it straight to your face, whether they say it straight to your face or not, or they just tell you somehow. It's like, look at me. I'm being honest here. You got to stop with these codependencies. You got to stop enabling unhealthy attachments. You got to put in the work. You got to understand what is of value to you here. This is where you're regressing. This is where you're getting bogged down with. This is what's not working for you. Nobody's going to do it but you. So some of you, after all this time, oh my God, really? That's a song by Joe Jonas. Listen to that song. After all this time, I'm still into you, Paramore. It's coming in now, because some of these songs are resonating with somebody here. So after all this time, It's the Shemitah year. In the Jewish religion, after 7 years of the hard labor, now comes the harvest. Now comes the reward. Now comes that true love right here. Because after all this time that you spent growing, learning, evolving, pruning, refining, God's preparing you to be the stronghold, to be prepared to have this love so you don't lose it. Because as I said, true love challenges. It complements you. Okay? It helps you to become better. It helps you to become stronger. Even after you manifest this Two of Cups into your life. You become a powerhouse, they become a powerhouse, and when you come together, oh my God, the vibration just explodes. And there is a very strong, passionate connection between you two. And somebody's realizing that this passion isn't coming from lust, it's coming from the energies between the two of you, that God is magnetizing you two together. And as your vibration gets higher, you're bringing yourself closer to each other. As you're investing in yourself, you're raising your vibration, you're becoming that stronghold, becoming that powerhouse to attract the same. Your equal. In here. You're equal at who's at your level vibrationally. So after all this time, somebody's realizing, yeah, I want this type of connection. There is strong chemistry. For somebody here, it's no longer scaring them. They're no longer thinking that it's coming from a place of lust when they thought that's what it was before. It's because of the soul connection. It's very strong. But again, especially when it comes to like a love connection, like your counterpart, your soulmate, it takes a lot of work to attract that in. And a lot of patience. You got to keep going. This is also about union with self. Loving yourself unconditionally. And then that person will come along and they will be ready to give you unconditional love. This is being ready to receive and give unconditional love. This is somebody realizing here that, you know what? There's more to life than just a material world. This is what I need. It's like that Bon Jovi song, Bed of Roses. Baby, you're all that I need. This person's realizing this is all that I need right here. The person's going to tell it to me straight. The person's going to love me no matter what. No matter what. The one who's going to challenge me. The one who's going to push me to get better. It's what these counterpart connections are about, guys. To get you to be in alignment with your higher self. To have that relationship with yourself. A higher vibrational relationship with yourself. And it looks like for a smaller group of you who've been in this for 7 years, who've been doing this work, this Two of Cups, whether it's at the end of April or not, the energy is there. It's manifesting into the physical. I'm also hearing, because the Seven of Pentacles is also like $1 million card, someone's feeling like $1 million because they found someone like this. They found somebody who has that energy of the Two of Cups, where they're not codependent on whether you tell them you love them or not, or they're not clingy, or they're not chasing after you. They're loving you for who you are. But the big thing here is that they're seeing your potential and they want to invest in you. They've been investing in you, or they've been trying to, because they want you to grow, to love yourself, to attract better harmonious relationships. 4 Cups is at the top of the deck here. The big blessing. Somebody's realizing what this blessing was. That's like, I'm not happy with these cups. I'm not happy with dating, with these, like I said, these relationships, the hot sex, the friendships that they're really not meaningful. People who are, you know, trying to agree with me all the time. Like, okay, case in point. Does this dress make me look fat? Oh, no, it does. But deep down inside, are like, nah, that doesn't look good on you. Right? It's like not trying to like make the person feel bad. Dude, that is not this. That is not this. These people tell it like it is. All right? So somebody's like, I don't want those friendships. I don't want those people who are going to be like, or in relationships, or like you're dating, and they're like, yeah, like this, and this. They're overly positive. Where everything's rainbows and unicorns, that's not realistic. So somebody's like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of here, just sitting here, just like, why am I trying to chase this when this is really all that I need? Right? Disappointed, discontent, they're bored out of their mind. There's somebody here, this connection with somebody, it's like, this person makes me feel like $1,000,000. But what's interesting is that this person makes you, or you're making somebody feel like $1,000,000, Pisces, because you see the divinity in them. You see their potential, but you will call out the things that they need to stop doing that's stunting their personal growth, that's blocking their abundance. And this person's been meditating and praying here, really getting to understand what is important in life. Meditating and being grateful for those things that God has brought them. Even when God has brought them things that they really didn't want, but they grew from it. They were still blessings nonetheless. And they helped this person to realize, yeah, I'm tired. I'm disappointed that every person that I date, they're not 2 of Cups. These jobs, these business partnerships, we don't see eye to eye. They're not there to truly support me. But again, that talks about being challenging. Telling you like it is. Telling you what you need to hear. And some of you may be still in this energy like, I don't like that. You're probably thinking, because once I put the title here, right? True love is at your doorstep, is what I'm hearing. Here's your reward. Success is so close. Because true love is at your doorstep. Okay, I guess that's going to be the title. Right? And then when you start watching these readings, it's like, oh man, what? You know that the other group that you fall into is the one who's got to do the hard work, investing in yourself, getting the help that you need. You know that you're being codependent, you're being clingy, you're being the puppy dog, chasing the person after their heel. Absolutely not. You don't freaking chase. This card is telling me this is what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. This is about, oh, that's not what I was expecting. But remember, those cups are blessings. And those cups are also representing those jobs, those friendships. I was saying that they're not for you. They're not for you. It's time to meditate, to get to center. You're not stuck here. Because God's got a bigger blessing behind you. You don't see it. But the bigger blessing is about you finding your cup, your happiness, your ultimate fulfillment. It is not in love. It is not in friendships. It is not in relationships. It is not in jobs. The joy is found within you. When you find your holy grail, which is behind you, that is when you attract somebody who's at your high vibration. And the holy grail, the Ace of Cups, is the agape frequency. God's bringing to you a relationship that so many people on this planet will never experience because they won't do the hard work. They won't do the personal growth. They won't prepare for it. They won't invest in themselves to become in alignment with that type of love, business partnerships even. They won't do it. They want it. They want the easy way out. They want the tarot to tell them, oh, true love's at my doorstep. I'm getting the Two of Cups. Oh, this is beautiful, awesome, and I don't have to do shit. It's bullshit. No, doesn't work that way. Having a love like that takes time. It takes a lot of pruning, a lot of refining. It takes a lot of spiritual strength and growth here. But God's trying to get you to realize you can find that joy and happiness within yourself, not in anything else. And God's the one who brings that to your attention. And then the blessing also comes with you attracting somebody who's at that level, so that you can experience that magnification of the Ace of Cups with somebody else. It's the ultimate fulfillment, but you have to find it within you. And somebody has been preparing. They've been getting to center. They've been grateful. Even though things didn't turn out the way that they wanted, even though they were handcuffs, like, what do I do with this, God? Really, it's not what I asked for. Wait a minute. There's something in this cup that I can take out of for me. And somebody's realizing, I'm preparing for the love of a lifetime. I'm preparing for a solid, stable relationship. Someone who, they see me for who I am. And they want me to get better with every given day. I remember others of you, you're tired. No, I don't want to do the work. No, I want the love. I want the Ace of Cups. I want the romance. You don't want the romance, guys. That's Eros. You can have a romantic partner. Trust me, I've been through this. But they don't challenge you. They stunt your growth. They tell you that you look great in that dress or in that suit when you don't. When you really don't. They don't tell you like it is. You don't want somebody to be dependent on you. Oh my God, I need you to help me through this. And no, you can have that support, but you don't become codependent upon it. When you're feeling down or you're having a bad day, you're not running to your person the first get-go to get your person to make you feel better. No, you do that on your own, and then your person will come into reinforcement. This is about being reinforcements for each other, not codependence. I can channel this all day. And again, I know with my readings alone are people who need to be patient, because the messages that need to come out need to come out. So many people want instant gratification. That's the Four of Cups. No, I want something faster. I want something that's going to tell me straight to the point. That's not me. And I have a feeling some of you fast forward through these readings. Now look, I'm not judging you. I can't tell you what to do. But some of you fast forward trying to get to the point. Oh, let's see. Oh, cool, Two of Cups. I'm getting the Two of Cups. But you're missing the important messages when you do that. Somebody's jaw just dropped. call it as it is, Pisces. I call it as it is. This is truth. Truth is of the divine light. I don't do that. I'm not doing my job. Let's see what you may be out of alignment with for the end of April 2023. But there is a smidgen of you where you're getting your rewards by understanding what is important, because you are manifesting, you're reaping the harvest of the Two of Cups. You will be coming into union with that person. Somebody's ready for this partnership. They're ready to commit. There's commitment here. Because somebody here is realizing, no, this is way more important. This is what I need. It's like Bon Jovi's wife. He had a hard time on the road. He had to like call her, right? He's like, oh my God, what I would give, you know, I just want to see your face. And it's funny because we didn't have FaceTime then. But what she was doing, she's like, John, you got to do this on your own. I'm here for you. Don't give in to temptation. You know, do what God has called you to do, right? He inspires people. He motivates people. He helps people with relationships, whatever it is. His music is very inspiring. And the way that he writes is very, very ingenuous. He's like a musical genius. Anyway, he's a Pisces, so makes sense. And she was giving them encouragement, but she was being honest with him. She was calling bullshit out on John. If you don't believe, go look up the story. She was calling bullshit out on him. John, pick yourself back up, right? Stop the drinking, because he would be drinking. Go play your piano instead. Instead of the drinking, go play your guitar. Instead of the drinking, go play your piano. Instead of the drinking, go do something that you really enjoy doing. And a lot of this has to do with music. Go dance. Go listen to higher vibrational music. Stop with the codependencies. Sex, drugs, alcohol, porn, whatever. You can't escape. You gotta nip it in the bud. You gotta see what's really going on. And that's Two of Cups. That relationship between, I forgot his wife, Dorothea, begins with a D. John Bon Jovi and his wife, they have Two of Cups. But his wife was not, oh, honey, yeah, go drink another bottle of whatever. It'll pass. No, she was on his ass. Because she loved him that much. And she told him the truth. I don't know why I'm saying this, because I haven't read the full story, but I'm feeling it. She told John, go play your piano. That's what you do best. That is where your happiness is. You can't rely on me solely for your happiness, John. Music is your first love. It's your passion. And she was his passion too. She had this love for her, right? But she's like, I can't have you be solely reliant upon me to get you out of these tough conditions, John. That's what Two of Cups is. She's not enabling his behavior. She's trying to get him away from the low vibrational behavior. That's what true love is, guys, when they freaking tell you to your face what is important, what they need to do, and they take themselves out of it. No, I'll be on the phone with you, John, for like 5 hours. Just to help you. No, that's enabling. Garnet is what you may be out of alignment with at the end of April. Purification and detoxification. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. See what I mean, guys? You gotta let some stuff go. You're not investing in yourself. You're investing in a relationship. You're trying to force a relationship or friendship to happen when you know it's low vibrational. Bottom of the deck. Easy does it. Your health, happiness, and abundance require a gentle approach to life. work. You cannot make it up. Gentle approach to life and work, balancing it out. Reevaluating, what do I need to be doing to better myself? I said some of you are forcing some things to happen. I'm telling you. Purification, investing in your personal growth. Again, this talking about your healing, right? And I said something about eating better, eating cleaner, releasing those toxic friendships. But I said those relationships. Pisces, you guys have a tendency to attract people who are your friends. Okay, I say this a lot. You have a tendency, and this is your shadow side, to believe your friends are your enemies and your enemies are your friends. It has to do with your heart space. You're sensitive to other people's feelings. You don't want to hurt people. But then again, you're having people hurt you, or you're having these friends who are fake. It's like fake friends, fake co-workers who like, oh yeah, I'm going to help you out, and they leave you in the dust, whatever. People who are babying you, right? That's not a true love relationship. It's not a healthy relationship, period. You can do this, Pisces. This is for you to really understand who your friends really are, what true love really is. This card probably validates what you've always been sensing. You're very intuitive, Pisces. It's time to release physical energetic toxins from your life. In particular, this is a necessary change to support your health. What's the first thing that comes to mind to detox? Perhaps you have been receiving inner divine guidance to enjoy a clean energy diet, to abstain from chemicals. Or maybe you are feeling called to avoid harsh energy in relationships, on social media, in your daily activities, or in the media. I'm going to say it again. You're watching readings. Oh, you're coming into union. Oh, this love is coming in, blah, blah, blah. It's here for you. And you haven't been doing the work? Absolutely not. That is why tarot is dangerous. You got to have a healthier relationship with yourself first if you want to have the Two of Cups. It doesn't make any energetic sense, Pisces. If you're being so clingy and codependent, I need love, I need to be with somebody. No, you don't. You don't. Trust me when I tell you this. I lived my life like this for more than half of my life. I thought somebody else was going to make me happier, that a relationship, the romance was going to make me better. It was going to make me feel more fulfilled and happier. That is a lie. That is what the devil wants you to think. This is a supportive time for you to make this helpful shift. Reach out for qualified help if addictions are creating uncontrollable cravings. Prayer can also help you purify your motivations and intentions so that they are inspired from your higher self instead of your ego. With higher vibrational intentions, your manifestations will be more fulfilling and satisfying. What did I say with the Four of Cups? Prayer, meditation. Be grateful for what it is you have instead of what you don't have. Because it could be way worse for you, Pisces. The cup is there. The opportunity hasn't been missed. Some of you are not heeding your divine guidance. You're not going after your fulfillment, your happiness, your holy grail. You're wanting the love to come first and make everything go away. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's a strong energy you're drinking here. Drinking's not going to solve the problem either. This is purification with the Ace of Cups. Flushing out those toxins, those people. Pray, center yourself, meditate. God, lead me to what fulfills me. Help me to purify these toxins. Sapphire, The angels send you this card because you've been pushing yourself past your limits and multitasking, rushing against deadlines, and worrying about other people. You may have also overdone it, socializing or partying in your nightlife. Now is the time to rest, and a good detox or permanent abstinence can help you recover your energy levels and health. This card is also a reminder to stay in the present moment and tackle projects one step at a time to avoid feeling overwhelmed. One at a time, being in the present moment. Perhaps you've been overly focused upon the future, anticipating better times or worrying about what lies ahead. Or you may have been consumed with past events. You are now guided to concentrate upon the here and now so that you can enjoy your life, even if your current circumstances aren't ideal. In addition, this can be a sign to retire from a strenuous job or give up a hobby you've outgrown, if it puts your physical or mental health at risk. Take it easy and approach your life gently. There is somebody here who feels pretty shitty about focusing on material wealth and jobs and other things as opposed to this one connection that they really, really, really needed. Because it seems like, Pisces, you've had friends around you who just brought you further down into a hole. Toxic friendships. And the people who called out bullshit on you, you avoided. You were disappointed with them. Oh, I thought you were a friend. I thought you were going to like be on my side. Sometimes friends aren't always on your side, Pisces. Because of what they see that you know you need to detox and purify from yourself. Clear, cancel, release. Yeah, you're blocking your manifestations from coming in. Let's see what guidance we have for you, Pisces. What guidance do we have for Pisces, Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian, Sirians? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. There's also an energy where there's a smaller group of you where you've already done this work. You found a more gentle approach to life and work. You weren't overdoing it to get money or something like that. You stopped being clingy. You released the toxic friendships, people, whatever this is. Some of you, you've already done this. Again, you have to be honest with your situation because some of you haven't done the work yet, or you're not really putting more time and effort into you. Some of you, you're still hung up on the love thing. Wanting to get together with your person when you haven't been really putting your work. And again, if you're in a job, toxic friendship, whatever this is, it is depleting your energies. You're doing too much. You may be trying to force union to happen. Some of you are trying to do your mission work. You're trying to work on projects and things, thinking that that's going to get you closer to union because you're doing the work, but you're helping other people when you're not helping yourself first. Some of you, okay, this is going to be a cold hard truth. Some of you, if you're already doing your mission work or you're helping other people, right? You're worried about others or you're worried about your money or something, and you may be doing projects or doing things on YouTube or, I don't know, at your job, working overtime, doing too much, trying to do your mission work and your 9-to-5 job. And okay, well, if I do this for other people, if I do my mission work and I try to work hard and I have the money and this, and this, I'm going to make union come faster. I'm going to get into alignment with my person faster. I'm going to get aligned to my higher self. I'm going to do the healing faster. No. Seven of Pentacles is good things take time. Easy does it. Stop forcing something to happen. If your health is affected, your sleep is affected, your eating habits are affected, it's like, I don't have time to eat a very healthy meal. I'm going to go get McDonald's all the time. And just like, I'm not judging. I'm just calling it as it is. You're depleting your energies like Ten of Swords. That's not going to help you. Ten of Swords is not in alignment with Two of Cups. What guidance do we have for Pisces for the end of April 2023? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Intuition and downloads. Okay, I had a feeling this was going to happen. those of you who are not slowing down, you're not taking your time to get to where you need to be, to have this love, to call in the abundance, the money, whatever it is. I talked about not listening to your divine guidance. When your energies are depleted and you're not approaching life and work at a more slower pace, not focusing on your health and your happiness, you block the communication between you and your higher self, you and your guides, you and God, and you're not receiving the guidance. It cuts off the communication because your energies are too low to receive the guidance. There's also something about telepathic communication with your person. You can't telepathically communicate with your person when you are down in the hole, when you're forcing, when your energies are depleted. You have intuition and downloads here. Listen deeply. It's about your divine guidance. It's also coming from me because your guides speak through me too, Pisces. It's all about spiritual growth and evolution of the soul. This is what this is for. And sometimes I feel like I'm saying that it's like it's falling on deaf ears. That's why I set the intention. May they have received these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Some of you, your minds are closed off, your hearts are closed off because you're wanting something to happen faster when it's not going to happen faster for you. You cannot force things. Pay attention to what intuition is telling you. If you got to slow down, you slow down. If you got to release these friendships, you got to release the friendships. If you got to release those jobs, if you're worried about investing, getting the help that you need. That's what the purification detoxification card talked about. And I'm going to call it. Some of you are like, I don't want to invest money in a membership. I don't want to pay for that reading because it's expensive. This. I don't think I'm going to, it's not, I just want to know exactly how to get to union. I just want to know what I need to do to make this happen faster, or I want to pay for that because I don't have the money or whatever, again. Or eating cleanly, or getting the gym membership, or whatever this is. Stop spending money on the bottles or whatever, you know what I mean? I don't want to spend the money on that. What you get out of what you invest in is going to be greater than you looking at the money aspect of this for some of you. God will replenish you when He sees you investing time, energy, money, especially money on you. Hearing high-pitched noises, seeing flickers of light, and having the sense that beings are visiting you in your sleep are all signs that you are receiving downloads from heaven. When you draw this card, your angels want you to know that the feelings you are having and the intuitive urges that you have been feeling are divinely inspired. If you feel that you've been having psychic insights into a particular situation and have been wondering if you can trust them, this card is reassuring you that they are indeed correct. This is a time when you are able to see, hear, and feel beyond the human senses. Your intuition is becoming stronger and you are in touch with angels, guides, and other divine beings who are encouraging your growth and connection to the universe. You are a light worker. This means that you have the capacity to bring light to the earth through your presence and purpose. Even though you may feel sensitive and overwhelmed, know that your gifts are stronger now. Yes? Yeah, I'm almost done with this one. Know that your gifts are stronger now and your psychic muscles are moving. You are being encouraged to look beyond what your physical eyes are showing you. You may want to use what you pick up to plan ahead. If so, it's important to keep your mind and energy focused on the best possible outcome. Be aware of signs and symbols showing up at this time. Your angels are sending you important messages that will help you move forward in your life. Call upon them to help you connect deeply with the spiritual vision that is opening up within you. Okay? These toxic energies, these lower vibrational energies, they block your communication with the higher realms, guys. They're at a higher frequency. When you're not able to release this stuff, you're not able to connect. They don't stoop down to your level. You got to rise up to theirs. That's how this works. listen deeply. Angels are sending you guidance and inspiration through your powerful, resonant inner voice. Be ready to listen to that voice now. Listen to yourself. If you aren't able to hear yourself, you'll be blocking your connection to the information, insight, and guidance that can support you going forward. If you've been ignoring or avoiding dealing with something you feel that you've had to do for a long time, your angels are encouraging you to stop, listen to yourself, and do it now. Your expansion and growth depend on it. If you have received challenging information recently about your life from any source, you are unsure whether to believe it or not, this card assures you that it is pivotal to the unfolding of your freedom and joy, so listen deeply. The whispers of our inner voice are subtle, and it takes patience and willingness to hear them. Often this voice can seem intensely honest and direct, but that's because it wants us to hone in on truth in order to grow. Often we don't like the truth the inner voice is giving us and refuse to listen, but all we are doing is blocking the guidance that is coming forward for us. The truth of the matter is that our inner voice is always working in our favor. And divine guidance is always loving and supportive. It will be direct and insightful, but won't make us feel low. If you are unsure what information is guidance and what is based on fear or ego, call on the angels to help you hear and understand the information that's rising up within. You can also invite them to clear old messages so that you can have more space energetically for guidance that is relevant to the present moments. That is just confirmation of what I've been channeling, guys. They are backing me up with what I said. I said the truth is not easy to hear. Some of you are wanting things to change in these readings, and you're going to get the same message until you listen up, until you change things about this. Often we don't like the truth the inner voice is giving us or from other sources, but all we are doing is blocking the guidance that's coming forward for us. It's supposed to help with your spiritual growth and the evolution of the soul, which is what this channel is all about. Your expansion and growth depend on it. You can't grow until you get the cold hard truth and you start to realize what are those things that you really need to hone in on and to abolish, to obliterate, to remove from your life to get you to a higher state of being. You want this Two of Cups, Pisces, and I want this for you, but you're gonna have to really swallow your pride and listen, deeply listen to the guidance that you're being given, even when you don't like it. I had to face that truth when I was going through my awakening. And it's the same even when my person was telling me the truth about what I needed to be doing for myself. I didn't like it. But that's unconditional love right there. That is the love of a twin flame. And I would tell him the same thing. And it was hard for me to do that because it's like, I know he wasn't going to like it. I know I pointed out some things that he didn't want to come to terms with, but that's because I genuinely cared about his well-being. I saw him falling into an abyss, and I was trying to help him to get out of there. But all I did was call some things out, gave him some guidance. It's up to him to listen or not. It's not up to me, and I cannot force it. I had to be like, I can't force this. I can't do the work for him. Remember, guys, you cannot do the work for anybody else. You got to do your own work. You can't be out there saving people. What wellness message do we have for the end of April? What's the wellness tip for Pisces? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. The heart, you have to get your hands dirty, Pisces. There's also something about like regression or hesitancy with the Seven of Pentacles, maybe procrastination on actually coming forward with your cup. of wanting to reconcile, to ask for forgiveness, to say, I want this partnership. I want to start this. This is a new beginning in love right here. Somebody's like a little bit, is this the right time to do it? Seven of Pentacles is divine timing. For somebody here, if you've been getting signs and synchronicities, you've been getting messages, your intuition is telling you you're ready for this partnership. You can extend the olive branch now. Don't be afraid of asking for forgiveness. You're ready to give and receive love, because someone's still like, I feel ready, but I'm not sure if this is the right time. These cards were saying to do it now, right? This is your confirmation. If you've been getting messages, you've been getting signs, synchronicities, you've been having dreams, your gut, God's telling you, hey, Pisces, do it. This is the time to do it. This is the time to come forward to start this new relationship. You are ready to give and receive love. You will be forgiven. Everything's going to be fine. This is the love that you need. It's the Bon Jovi, God, what is her name? Dorothea? I can't remember if she's watching this, or John, if you're watching this, because I know you're Pisces. This is weird. Why am I saying this? I'm not trying to get her name wrong. I just don't remember what it is. Take a break and water your houseplants. You can't make it up. This is not just literally watering your houseplants in your house, but this is literally watering your plants, your inner garden, the seeds that you've planted. Watering where you are at. Growth. Sunlight. Some of you literally need to go out in the sun. Remember, your health, your happiness, and your abundance require a gentle approach to life and work. Why not try and learn a few words and phrases from another language? Ciao, bonjour, hola. Maybe some of you speak another language. Maybe when you're coming into union with your person, when you want to say, hey, you know, I'm ready for this partnership. I want a partnership with you. I want to commit to you. Say it in another language. If you feel uncomfortable saying it in your native language, say it in a different one. I don't know, because the hola is coming at me. They needed to put another exclamation mark in front of that, an upside down one. Maybe you need to express something in a different language, and maybe that'll help you. Have a power nap. Research shows that a quick break can stop our brains from being overwhelmed. See? And if you are cross-watching for somebody, Pisces, if the message for you, you know it's hitting you hard, that you need to take it easy, you need to water your plants, your garden, your inner garden, you're being codependent too much on love, on trying to get somebody to save you, your person's doing the exact same thing. If you're not releasing toxins, they're not releasing toxins. You're not releasing strenuous jobs and friendships or toxic friendships, they're not doing it either. There's a stuck energy here. And again, with that Four of Pentacles, you're like, no, that's not what I want to hear. That's not what I want. I want better news. Some of you may be looking at my readings as negative. Absolutely not. But you can't have negative without positive. This is about the cold heart truth, which is not negative, because the truth is divine light. It is agape love. It is positive. It's your ego that's making it look like it's negative, because you don't want to hear it. I'm all for it. A coach isn't going to baby you. A coach isn't going to give you all the good news. Like, have you guys had a gym coach before? They push you. They challenge you. I remember when I was at the gym and I was going through this running exercise with this group, and I was getting ahead of people. I'm like, how is this happening? And my coach, the trainer, was like, oh, look at Jess. And then I started to freak out because, oh my God, I'm about to lose my breath. And he's like, no, just focus. You got to push harder. I'm like, holy shit, I'm going to explode. And I'm like, is he crazy? I'm going to fly off this treadmill. I'm going to asphyxiate because my breathing was going. But then I'm like, oh my God, where is this going? And then he's like, Jess, you can push it. I was like, what the fuck? And then I broke a record. And then I had to find a way to hold on to the bar to get me to slow down because then the exercise was over. Think about it this way, guys. Look at trainers at the gym. They're not going to baby you. And then you're like, you're not showing up. Why are you not showing up? What's the excuse this time? Dude, they don't play. Because they're there for your health too. So look at it like, or if it's me or some other teacher or coach, they're going to tell it to you like it is. They're going to challenge you. Those are the people who are that invested in you because they care about your well-being. They care about what it is that they want for you. They want you to have a happier, healthier life. They want you to be at peace with yourself, to have all this bliss come to you, even when it doesn't seem like it's the optimal environment. This is what this is supposed to be used for. And I know this is going to be very triggering for some of you. Most of you. Sometimes it gets hard for me too, I'm not going to lie. Because I'm like, God, I just prayed that like more people would catch wind of this. But then everyone wants to look for instant gratification. I want it now. No, I'm disappointed. It's too slow, whatever. I want the good stuff. I only want the good stuff. Well, good luck, because you cannot have the good stuff without the bad. You cannot have the positive without the negative. You just can't. God isn't going to just plop $1 million in true love in your lap without you facing the cold hard truth, without you doing the work. It doesn't work like that. It's not how tarot works either. And for me, I got to keep persevering. I got to keep pushing through. Because somebody out there is going to get it. If it's one person, I'm helping raise the vibration of one person on this planet. But it's hard in a microwave society, in an Amazon Prime society. I don't want to do the work. I don't want it to take that long. Seriously? It's going to take me 7 years? Because some of you keep hearing the 7 years patience. That in order, before you come into union or before you're in alignment, it can take 7 years. If you've been hearing now the number 7, or 7 keeps following you around, that's an indication that it's going to take quite a few years for you to be ready. But it will be pushed further if you don't listen to the divine guidance. I don't know what else to tell you, Pisces. But I love you that much that I will take all this time out of my day compared to other readers who do much shorter readings, who will give you only the rainbows and puppies and unicorns, or maybe they'll tell you a little bit of the cold hard truth for like 5 minutes, but everything else is all beautiful. That's not me. I invest my time, my talent, and energy into you because I see your potential. I know where you're headed, where you can be, but that requires me to be my true authentic self. And that requires me to give you what you need, not what you want to hear. Those blessings, that abundance, that true love is not going to come easy. I said you're going to have to get dirty here. Maybe down and dirty. I don't know. It's one of my readings actually. But invest in the membership if you don't already have one. Upgrade one. If you feel like I can get more out of this because my memberships have coaching in them, if you do the math, you're saving money. If you get a plan that has coaching. And then the higher plans have discounts that you can use unlimitedly for the duration of your membership. And my highest tiered membership, it's the best value, because that includes 2 coaching sessions a month. Because some of you, you're being asked to get additional coaching. Whether it's through me, it doesn't matter. It's somebody. Because some of you have been led to that person, or you've been guided, you keep getting signs of synchronicity to get help from somebody else. Because some of you are regressing, you're getting bogged down, you're slowing down, you're stunting your own growth by not being in the present moment and continuing to persevere with your growth. You're trying to accelerate it at a rate that is not what God wants, and you're forcing things, speeding up things. Divine timing, guys. It's God's plan, not yours. And even my readings, okay? I have payment plans. I've had people who've been going through dire straits as a client, and they purchased my most expensive thing on my website, which is my Capella Star package. Some of them paid it all in one shot. Others, they pay in installments. But it's changing them for the better. And they're like, Jess, this is the best money I've ever invested. Best thing I've ever invested my money in. I feel happier. I'm losing weight. I feel healthier. The people around me are changing. That is where you get your money's worth. And I have to continue to invest my time and my talent into this, because God has blessed me with the endurance and the ability to get these messages out. I'm not the one who's afraid to call it like it is. Not anymore. Because where I'm at is where you could be. But this is coming from a place of peace and bliss. Even when you have very little in the material world. The ultimate goal is to get into a high state of peace and to be in examples of others of just living life in the flow and not having one care or worry in the world. Because you know God's always going to be there. And as long as you persevere and you push through, but you balance out your work in your life and you make sure your energy is protected, that your vibration is taken care of, you're golden. Watch what God does when it's time for you to reap your rewards. Because so many people fall off the wagon, so many people give up, and so many people try to force things and they screw up what it is that God has for them. Because God has something way bigger than you are even closely imagining. You think you want love? You think you want union with your person? That's not all God's going to give you. It's way bigger than that. And for those of you who jump the gun and you force, God's like, okay, well, pfft. They want the love. I'm trying to give them $1 billion with the true love, with the peace, with the ultimate bliss, with people who back them up, with people who call it like it is. It's like living in paradise. But again, some people may not even make it this far. Except for maybe a couple people. Or like I said, some people are speed reading. Be careful with that. Because there will be no true sense of accomplishment. If you watch nature, by the time it comes for you to pick the apples, you won't be able to eat them. You won't be ready for the abundance. You won't be ready for the true love. You won't be able to handle it. Because that requires a significantly high vibration. Which is why patience is going to be required with this. It's time to listen. It's time to follow your divine guidance. As hard as it may be. I know. I've been there. God told me to lose all these friends. He pulled all these friendships from me. He told me to quit my high-paying job. I was making a lot of money. And I know a lot of you know this. And I was even talking to my dad about this last night over dinner. What I have gained is so way worth more than that high 6-figure salary. And God has been tending to my every need. And He will test you, and those snakes will come around to try to bite your heel. But anyway, that's what I have for you, Pisces. If you're looking for the extended is the love reading for the month of April, which I already have out on my extended videos portion of my website. You can rent or purchase that video if you want to look at the extended videos for more than just your sun sign and stuff like that. Monthly subscription for $19.99 to have unlimited access to all my extended readings. Okay, you can do that. If you do the math, if you want to watch 4 extended videos, right, or your top 3 for you, your top 3 for your person, that's 6 readings, $19.99 is way less than $66.66, right? Check out the tarot packages. I am offering 10% off my tarot packages where you already save money if you buy a tarot package. Again, my Capella star is the best value. You can get 10% off of that. It's going to save you an additional $93 on that package. And you can even have an installment plan on that package. So I want to say, if you've had readings with me or packages, and you want a higher tier package, or you want the Capella Star one, and there are certain readings there that you've already had, you can talk to me and replace them with equal value readings that you have not had yet. I've done that with clients before. I am that flexible because I want to give you what you need. Okay. Spring PKG 10 gives you 10% off my tarot packages. And again, the tarot packages already have a discount. Spring 10 gets you 10% off of my individual readings, my services, to include the twin flamey ones, the light counterpart ones. All right. Letters from your higher self. I do automatic writings. Letters from your person, right? That counts too. 10% off everything. Check out the description box below for the coupon codes. If you go to CapellaWellness.com, check out the Capella Service Suite, check out the extended videos, check out whatever you feel drawn to. But anyway, let me not go further into that. It is what it is, because I cannot force you to do anything. All right, Pisces. Well, again, the extended for your love reading for the month of April is in the description box below. If you go to CapellaWellness.com, it's extended videos that you click on and find Pisces extended love reading for April. So that's that. If you have any questions at all about anything, or you want to sign up for a membership, some of them have 7-day free trials. No harm, no foul. Okay? Don't knock it till you try it. Give it a try. If it really helps you, if it really adds to your spiritual growth, right? Then you don't have to do anything. You can keep it for as long as you need. And cancel whenever you want. Okay? You're not obligated to anything. There's no contract you need to sign. So if you have questions about my services, my packages, my memberships, let me know. I'm here to answer whatever question you have. Okay? All right, Pisces. Thank you so much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today. Always, I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness. Starring out.